Hello students, I am Utravel, your social science teacher. In the last class we discussed about the World War One. So in this topic we discuss about the causes of the war. In the causes of the war we discuss the Battle of Verdun and minor treaties with war in the Middle East, Central Powers victories, and finally we discuss about the Treaty of Versailles. And later that criticism of the peace settlement and fallout of the First World War. So these are the topics we discussed in our previous classes. Today we are going to see a new topic, Russian Revolution and its impact. So Russian Revolution is one of the most important revolution which was broke out in 1917, which was a unique revolution in the world history. The social, political and economic conditions prevailing in Russia were brought to a head by the vast losses and suffering caused by the war. So already we discussed about the Russian Revolution. In 1917 there was a revolution in Russia that is called Russian Revolution. This revolution broke out in 1917 in two types. One in March, another one is November. So in the March Revolution, Tsar, name of the kingdom or kings in Russia, Tsar Nicholson. So he was a ruler of Russia. Another one in November Revolution. There are two important revolutions broke out in the same year 1917. First we will see the causes for the Russian Revolution. So Russian army. If you take Russian army in the First World War, Russia withdrew from the war. We know the reason for that. And here in the Russian army, the soldiers were untrained and trained. The worst in the Russian army, middle class peoples, working class peoples were recruited, and no shoes and proper trainings were given to the soldiers. That is the reason the number of people lost their life in First World War. The losses was heavy. 2 million soldiers died in the First World War and 5 million people wounded. So the frustrated Russian people started revolt against the Tsar government. This is called the causes for the revolution of 1917 in Russia. In Russia there was monarchy. The monarchy was practiced in Russia. First we are going to discuss about the social causes of the revolution. In Russia, Peter and Great and Catherine II attempted westernization. They wanted to adapt Western culture, but they were against by the people because they didn't change the social conditions of the Russia. The Russian peasants were serfs. Serfs tied to land owned by wealthy Russians. Serfs, what is meant by serfs? Serfs were different from slaves. In most serfdoms, serfs were legally part of the land, and if the land was sold, they were sold with it. That means they are treated like slaves. Most of the land was owned by wealthy people, but the serfs served in the land. So after Russia's defeat in the Crimean War, Russia was defeated. That is the reason there were a little changes in Russian society. In 1861, Tsar Alexander II abolished this serfdom and emancipated the serf. That means in 1861, after the defeat of Russia in the Crimean War, Alexander II, he was a Tsar. A Tsar means king of Russia who abolished the serfdom, the system of slavism. And Tsar Alexander II abolished serfdom in Russia, but they were not given enough land to subsist. The peasant became the powder cake for the revolution. The laborers and workers whose number had increased on organization were aggrieved as they got very low wages. That means here The peasants, already we discussed about the condition of the peasants in the society of Russia. So peasants also suffered in the Russian kingdom, and laborers, here the serfs and workers, industrial workers whose number had increased. That means they won't like the rule of Russian king. And also the laborers, industrial laborers received very low wages. That is one of the main reason for the Russian Revolution. So in here, role of revolution. So another topic, role of revolution. The spread of revolutionary ideas among the intelligentsia. Intelligentsia means the educated people. The educated people in Russia, they got some ideas. This idea also spread to the students. The students carry their propaganda to the peasants. The students also joined with the peasants and they fought for the peasants. In course of time, these students disillusioned with the outcome of their work with the peasants, took to terrorism. In the beginning, the students joined with the peasants, but later they realized that is not a correct way. They wanted to a terrorism. These students joined with the minority groups in small in number. These minority groups like Jews and Poles. Jews mean the Jewish people, Poles mean Poland people. They joined with them soon based on their Marxist philosophy. The Marxist philosophy, what is the Marxist here? Marxist mean Karl Marx philosophy. The people who followed the Marxist philosophy, they were called Marxist philosophers. New ideas began to take shape and a social and democratic labor party was formed. On the basis of the Marxist policy, there was a party, social and democratic labor party was formed in Russia. The Marxists declared themselves against the act of terrorism, but here the students wanted to take terrorism in this, but in this democratic labor party themselves against act of terrorism, they believed that the working class had to be roused to action, and only by such mass action could they achieve their goal. Another one is autocracy of the Tsar. Already we know about the autocracy, one particular rule. Tsar Nicholas II of Romanov dynasty had little experience of government. So here Tsar Nicholas II, he belongs to the Romanov dynasty. He had no experience of the government. That means he was very incompetent to rule. His wife Tsarina Alexandra was a dominant personality, and Nicholas was under her strong influence. That means Nicholas was dominated by his wife Tsarina Alexandria. He only believed Tsarina Alexandria and he mistrusted most of his ministers, and he was surrounded by flattators. Nicholas and his wife wanted to expand their territories. That is why they sent his troops to Manchuria. So Manchuria already occupied by Japan. So here he sent his troops to Manchuria. This provoked a war with Japan in 1904. In this war, Russia was defeated, lead to strike and riots. The result, Russian defeat lead to strikes and riots. In 1902, Father Gapan, a priest, organized a march of men, women and children to the Tsar's Winter Palace, near St. Petersburg, demanding a representative national assembly and agrarian and industrial reform. Already we discussed about the condition of peasants and industrial workers. The peasants there were no land, and laborers also received very low wages. That is the reason Father Gapan organized a men and women and started revolt against Tsar. But here Tsar's government ruthlessly attack the people. But police and soldiers fired on the procession. Hundreds were killed and many thousands wounded. The events of this day was known as Bloody Sunday. Why it is called Bloody Sunday? This incident began or occurred in Sunday. That is the reason it is called Bloody Sunday. Instead of this, the Tsar's uncle was killed by a bomb. So this procession was fired by the government, that means the policemen. Instead of this, the Nicholas uncle was killed by bomb blast. Nicholas was forced to grant a constitution and establish a parliament, the Duma. So here the uncle of Nicholas was killed by the people, that means this procession people. That is the reason he was forced to frame a new constitution and establish a parliament, that is called Duma. This was no longer satisfactory to the left-wing parties. Left-wing parties means one group of people accepted, other group of the people they were not satisfied by the activities of Duma. Here Duma gave the middle classes a voice in government. The middle class peoples, it gave the opportunity to the middle class people to take part in the government. So the moderates were supportive of the government's policy while the left wing continued their opposition. The next topic, opposition to Tsar and dissolution of Duma. Here Duma constituted by Tsar, but it was compulsion was really the Tsar against the Duma. The outbreak of the First World War had temporarily strengthened the monarchy as Russia allied to France and Britain. In the beginning of the First World War, Russia with allies, that means France and Britain. There were rumors of a palace revolution. Nicholas made himself the commander-in-chief of the army. There was a rumor in palace. What is the rumor? That one of the group was planning to overthrow the Nicholas. That means Tsar Nicholas. That is why he made himself the commander-in-chief of the army. At the end of 1916, Rasputin, who had domineering influence over the Tsar and the Tsariana. Rasputin was very close to the royal family. He was murdered by a member of the Tsar's family in 1916. The members of the St. Petersburg Soviet were arrested. So already we are going to discuss about the Soviet. What is Soviet means? It is one of the Labour Party. On 23rd February 1917, the Socialists celebrated International Working Women's Day. On that day, the Tsar seemed unchallengeable, but he had to abdicate on the morning of 2nd March. Though none called the strikes, fearing that the time was not ripe for militant action. In 23rd February 1917, the Socialists celebrated International Working Women's Day. In that day, it's very important because this day Tsar had to abdicate. Abdicate means resignation or overthrown the throne or his position. There was a bread shortage. Many women textile workers, many with husbands in the army, forced them to go on strike anyway and march through the factories area of Petrograd. That means here there was a shortage of food. That is the reason of many women, textile workers and many women, they were with their husband in military. They forced them to go on strike anyway and march through the factories or areas of Petrograd, the capital of Russian Empire. So Petrograd was a Russian capital of Russian Empire. It was surrounded by the women. The women workers demanding bread for workers. What was their demand? They need bread, that means food, and they shouted, come out, stop work. Number of people, number of women and other children also joined with them. The street was filled with women. 4 billion workers joined the movement the next day of 24th February. Here the abdication of Tsar. Already we discussed about the abdication. Abdication means resignation or withdraw the throne or his position. The government used the troops to break the strike. So there was a strike. The women on one side, the revolution was going on. Another side, the women started the revolt against the Tsar. That means the bread shortage. The strike was going on. The number of industries shut down. To control or to suppress this strike, Tsar declared and ordered a declaration of martial law. Martial law means he ordered his soldiers to suppress the strike by using fire. But his order was not broadcast in the cities. As there was no one to do this job, the Tsar then tried to return to Petrograd. He ordered his soldiers, but no one to do this job. That is why he returned to Petrograd. Railway workers stopped his train. So he ordered to their soldiers, but no one ready to do this job. That is the reason he returned to Petrograd. On the way of Petrograd, he was surrounded by the other people, the generals at the front and some leaders in Petrograd frightened. Tsar and his generals were surrounded by the other people. Other people mean this revolutionaries. That is the reason they pleaded, the generals pleaded to Tsar to abdicate his throne. On 15th March, Nicholas II abdicated his throne. And the impact of the abdication of Tsar, there was a provisional government was set up in Russia. The provisional government means the interim government. Interim government means a temporary government. It was created in Russia. There were two parallel bodies in the Russia. One is the old state Duma, another one workers council, that is called Soviet. The workers delegates in Soviet were influenced by the underground left-wingers. Those in the Duma were able to form a provisional government with the constant of the Soviet. The Soviet was dominated by Menshevik, and the minorities Bolshevik were teamed and undecided. The situation changed with the arrival of Lenin. In the beginning, the Menshevik, there was a two parties, Menshevik and Bolshevik. The Menshevik dominated the Soviet, that means the labor or workers council. So, but this situation was changed with the arrival of Lenin. Lenin was a leader of Russian political party or communist. He was born in 1817 near the Middle Volga to educated parents. Influenced by the ideas of Karl Marx, he was inspired by Karl Marx's philosophy. Lenin believed that the way of freedom was through mass action. He spent his most of time with the factory workers and talking about the Marxist philosophy on them. Here the failure of provisional government. Lenin was in Switzerland when the revolution broke out. Lenin wanted continued revolution. His slogan of all powers to the Soviet. Here all power to the Soviets means the workers council. All powers, he wanted power on the hands of the workers, not for the monarchy. Soon won over the workers leader, and devastated by wartime shortage. Devastated wartime shortage means extremely shocked. The people extremely shocked. The people were attracted by the slogan of bread, peace, and land. During the war, the people were devastated. Devastated means extremely shocked by the activities of the Tsar's government, but here they were attracted by the slogan of bread, peace, and land. But the provisional government made two grave mistakes. First, it postponed the decision on the demand for the redistribution of land, and the other was government decides to continue with the war. Already we discussed about the peasants position. There were landless workers, and another one is the government wanted to continue the war. So frustrated peasants soldiers deserted their post and joined those who had restored the land grabbing. The frustrated peasants and soldiers, they deserted his job. Deserted means they resigned their jobs and joined with the land grabbing group. The government banned Pravda and arrested all Bolshevik. Pravda, what is Pravda? Pravda is a Russian word meaning truth. It was the official newspaper of the Communist Party. And all Bolsheviks were arrested. Trotsky was also arrested. Trotsky, he was one of the Soviet revolutionary Marxist theorist and political leader. He was arrested. And Kerensky became the prime minister, leading a new coalition of liberals and moderates socialists. Another topic, takeover by the Bolshevik party under Lenin's leadership. Here this Bolshevik party was, in the beginning, this Bolshevik party was dominated by the Duma and left-wingers. Later, it was totally went under the control of Lenin. On November 7, the key government buildings, including the Winter Palace, the Prime Minister's headquarters, were seized by armed factory workers and revolutionary troops. And on 8th November 1970, a new communist government was in office in Russia. So in the beginning, the Bolsheviks was with Duma and left-wingers. But in the course of time, on 17th November, the full government buildings, including the winter palaces of king and prime minister's headquarters, all the government official buildings were occupied and surrounded by armed factory workers. On 8th November 1917, the new communist government was in office and the Bolshevik party was renamed the Russian Communist Party. The Bolshevik party came under the Lenin's ideas, that means the Karl Marx ideas, communist ideas, and it was renamed as Communist Party. Outcome of the revolution. The Russian Communist Party eliminated illiteracy and poverty in Russia within a record time. Russian industry and agriculture developed and women were given equal rights. If we take the position of women in any society, in the beginning they were suppressed, but later, after the number of revolution and a number of struggles, they got their rights, including rights to vote. Right to vote was given to women in Russia in after the 1917 revolution. Industries and banks were nationalized. Land was announced as social property. Land was distributed to poor peasants. Lenin thought the most important factor for the fall of provisional government was its failure to withdraw from the war. So Russia withdrew from the war because of Lenin. Lenin was most important factor for the Russia withdrawal from the First World War and fall of provisional government. Lenin opted for withdrawing from the war to concentrate on the formation of new government. In March 1918, the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk was signed. Already we discussed about the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. It was a treaty signed with Germany. On the basis of this treaty, Germany and Russian struggle came to end. Russia withdrew from the First World War. So another one, global influence of the Russian Revolution. This revolution made number of changes in many countries. So number of countries adopted communist parties, and the Russian communist government encouraged the colonies to fight for their freedom. So it against the imperialism and colonialization. So the Russian communist government encouraged the colonies to fight against the British and other dominated power. Number of reforms, land reforms, social welfare, workers' rights and gender equality started taking place in the global context. So on the influence, these are the influence and outcome of Russian Revolution in the world. The Russian Revolution not only changed the social pattern and political pattern of Russia, but also it changed the social and political condition of the world. Okay children, today's class is over. You are asked to complete your assignment by clicking the link below. Thank you.